Hello friends, the most important MCQs and their solutions in head and neck is discussed in this video. The first question, the smooth elevated area between the eyebrows is called. Number 1 option, bregma, glabella, nasion, medial canthus. The answer is glabella. The smooth, non-hairy, elevated area between the eyebrows is called glabella. So, Indian Hindu females apply bindis at this site to enhance their beauty. So, it is an important note to note that the pineal gland lies about 7 centimeters behind this glabella. Then, so we'll discuss about other options. So, what is bregma? So, in this image, you can see the bregma is the meeting point of coronal suture and sagittal suture. So it is that called anterior fontanelle in infants. It is a membranous gap. So this is that bregma and nasion. So what is nasion? What is the where it is located? So nasion is the root of the nose. So this image you can see that nasion location and the medial canthus. So medial canthus is related to the eye. So you can see in this image, it is the medial angle of the eye, it is that medial canthus. The second question, the tragus of auricle is located in frontal region of head, nasal region of head, temporal region of head, zygomatic region of head. The answer is temporal region of head. So what is tragus? You'll see this image. So here this is the location of the tragus. It is a portion of auricle anterior to the external auditory meatus. It is a small nodular flap of tissue. So it is called tragus. It partially covers and protects the external auditory meatus. The condyle of mandible can be palpated by putting the tip of the finger just in front of the tragus and then opening and closing of the mouth. So tragus is the location and so the answer is temporal region of the head. Tragus is located. Third question, the most prominent part of the occipital region of the head is called. Options are inion, opistocranion, superior nuchal lines and basion. And the answer is opistocranion. So we'll see that image. So opistocranion, it is the most prominent point in the occipital region and it also called opistocranion or occiput. It is the most posterior point in the mid sagittal plane of the occiput. So the length of the skull can be calculated between this glabella and anteriorly, posteriorly opistocranion. So the next option you can see that inion. So where the inion is located. In this image you can see. So inion is the center portion of the external occipital protuberance. Then superior nuchal lines. So those are the lines which extends from this external occipital protuberance. Then what is basion? So basion is that area you can see in this median point of anterior margin of the foramen magnum. The apical ligament attaches to it. So you can see this is the location of the basion. The fourth question, all of the following structures can be palpated in the anterior median region of the neck except. Options are hyoid bone, thyroid cartilage, transverse process of atlas vertebra and cricoid cartilage. So answer is transverse process of atlas vertebra. So we'll see the structures in anterior median region. So you can see here that hyoid bone is located and the blue color one, that is the thyroid cartilage, and below thyroid cartilage you will have the cricoid cartilage. So the answer is transverse process of atlas. So it is located in the posterior median region. Next question, into which cervical triangle does the sternocleidomastoid muscle divides the neck? Options are medial and lateral triangle, superior and inferior triangle, proximal and distal triangle, and anterior and posterior triangle. So you'll see this image. You can see that sternocleidomastoid muscle, which is more prominent muscle in the neck region. So this divides this neck into anterior and posterior triangle. So the answer is anterior and posterior triangle. Next, sixth question. All of the following structures transverse through anterior compartment of the neck except it is a digestive tract, respiratory tract, internal jugular veins and spinal cord. So the answer very easy, that is spinal cord. So the digestive tract, that is the esophagus, passes from the anterior compartment. Respiratory tract, that is the trachea, you can see. Internal jugular veins, they are located in the anteriorly. So that answer is spinal cord, which is located at the posterior compartment. So next question. Bones of the skull which permit free movements are all except mandible, malleus, incus and vomer. So that mandible, malleus and incus, so these are all that freely movable, having that freely movable joints, whereas vomer, it is that location, you can see this is the green color one here. So this mandible with the temporomandibular joint, and it is a freely movable joint, and malleus and incus here ossicles, the joint also freely movable. But all joints of this skull are immobile, so they are fibrous joints. The area of the lateral aspect of the skull that overlies the anterior division of middle meningeal artery is called. The options are bregma, asterion, terion, inion. So that answer is terion. So what is terion? So you can see that the lateral side of the skull, it's a H-shaped suture, that is a junction of temporal, sphenoidal, parietal and frontal bones. So that is that terion. And so terion, where that you can see in this image, the middle meningeal artery so enters that skull to supply this meninges. So it divides into anterior and posterior division. So anterior division of middle meningeal artery passes through this terion. So the answer is terion. So regarding terion, all of the following statements are true except. So last slide we saw that terion location, what are the contents passes. So we'll see that options. It overlies the posterior division of middle meningeal artery. It is the region where four bones meet. It is located 4 centimeters above the midpoint of zygomatic arch. Bones meeting at terion forms the H-shaped suture. So the answer is, it is posterior division of middle meningeal artery, because so the terion, at this terion, anterior division of middle meningeal artery passes. So next question, all of the following structures pass through foramen ovale except. So options are mandibular nerve, anterior division of middle meningeal artery, lesser superficial petrosal nerve, emissary vein connecting the pterygoid venous plexus to cavernous sinus. So last my video, that is that foraminas in base of the skull, you can see that all foraminas and structures passing through that. And here that answer, so this is that location of foramen ovale, and the structures passing through this foramen ovale can be remembered with the mnemonic MALE. So there the structures mandibular nerve, that is the accessory middle meningeal artery, then lesser petrosal nerve, and that is the emissary vein connecting the pterygoid venous plexus to cavernous sinus. So that answer is anterior division of middle meningeal artery, because accessory middle meningeal artery passes through foramen ovale. Next question. All of the following foraminas are present in the greater wing of sphenoid except. So options are foramen rotundum, foramen ovale, foramen lacerum and foramen spinosum. So you can see that image, it is that greater wing of the sphenoid bone. There you can see that foraminas, foramen rotundum is there, ovale is there and spinosum is there. Then the answer is lacerum. So foramen lacerum location you can see here. Here this is the location of the foramen lacerum. And all of the following are the common sites of fracture of the mandible except neck of the mandible, angle of the mandible, canine region of the body, and symphysis mentae. So you can see this image. So these are the areas. A, it is that neck of the mandible. B is that angle of the mandible. And C, it is the canine region of the mandible. So these are the common sites of the fracture of the mandible. So mandible having that fracture of 3 sides. So at the neck of the mandible, it is the very weakest part of the bone, and angle of the mandible is that bend of the body and ramus, and canine region, it is elongated at the root of the canine tooth. It reduces the bony substance and makes the mandible weaker. So the canine region is the commonest site of fracture. So these are the 3 common sites of the fracture. Then the answer is, it is symphysis mentae. So these are all important questions in that head and neck. For listening. So friends, if you like my video, so share it and subscribe and like the channel. And next upcoming videos, I will post a few more important MCQs and their solutions in the head and neck. Thank you for